Hello, welcome to Screen Talk with yours truly, Nomfanelo. So before I begin, I do want to remind you that if you like to support the channel, you could visit my Buy Me a Coffee link where you could buy me a coffee or you could join my membership tiers for exclusives there. So you could check those out. Also, too, if you're interested in creating your own videos, you could consider Riverside, which I am using myself. You could click on my affiliate link in the description. Alrighty, so this story has been happening for quite some time once I pull this up. So, specifically, I'm talking about the Coyote versus Acme situation. Now, I believe it was back in the fall where it was announced that Warner Brothers was going to delete this movie for a tax write off, or I don't know if that was the official reason, but that's what many people speculated. And obviously, when that news broke at the time, people were pissed and spoke loudly about that on social media. And I guess after that happened, Warner Brothers was like, yeah, we'll reconsider and try to consider offers from different studios. Well, months later, it looks like it's back on the chopping board. So this story was originally posted on the Wrap, and since so that's I cannot open that article because it's for, I guess, paid subscribers. So I found an article on Deadline here. So here they report that Warner Brothers they screened a Coyote versus Acme to around 12 buyers with they say a hefty price of 70 plus million. They say which is how much the animated live action hybrid movie cost. So studios they put bids which were roughly between the 30 to 50 million range, but Warner Brothers reportedly they rejected those offers. And Deadline says here that Warner Brothers took a $70 million write down on quarter three earnings, not the upcoming quarter four. The movie, which they decided back in November not to release, it remains in purgatory. So who knows? It's possible that someone could buy this, or it could end up on the chopping block, similar to what happened with Batgirl. A source says no one is doing anything at Warner's to push this film for sale. Um, and Phil Lord, who he pretty much criticized this decision on Twitter. He says, quote, it is anti-competitive if one of the biggest movie studios in the world shuns the marketplace in order to use a tax loophole to write off an entire movie so they can more easily merge with one of the bigger studios in the world cause it seems anti-competitive. And yeah, this is just, unfortunate for, Coyote versus Acme to potentially be the latest victim of not being seen. Um, so I do want to point out that I found a tweet by Jeff Snyder. This is an interesting point that I do want to bring up. So he shared here a screenshot from the Wrap article where he quote tweeted another thing that I've been saying for months, but you guys don't want to listen. The idea that WB was ever going to sell this movie to a competitor, given what it cost, was ridiculous. And then he pointed out the section here where he mentioned that some of the sources believe, yeah, the studio never intended to actually sell the movie. They even refused to share specifics with filmmakers about the proposed deals and the ones they rejected. Yeah, which is terrible because doing decisions like this will prevent creatives to work with the studio. So Warner Brothers, I guess, is no stranger because they canceled Batgirl, and I was upset with this because it's just upsetting to see like a completed movie getting shelved just for money, because we don't know for sure if the movie was actually great or if it was complete shit. But but clearly Warner Brothers, they had, other things in mind, because I guess it didn't align with their vision. It seems like the same thing is going to happen in this case. But I know people want to paint Zaslav as a villain for doing moves like this, but there have been other studios that have followed a similar route. So, for example, recently Netflix, they canceled the Halle Berry movie, The Mothership, because reportedly that movie has been through some ups and downs, and I guess they decided to pull the plug on that even after, post production, which is a shame. So I really hope that this trend does not continue, simply because it hurts relations between like the studio and the creatives. Um, but I have a feeling that this is going to continue, because I remember Disney, they canceled a bunch of stuff, particularly of their original shows that you can no longer find elsewhere. So yeah, it's just a sad and unfortunate situation. So, and I do think the more of this continues, the more consequences that those studios are going to have with those decisions. Even though it might be the right business decision for them, but just from an outsider's perspective, it's just not a good look. So let me know what you guys think about this situation in the comment section. So also too, you can find my socials in the description, and I want to say thank you so much for tuning in, and I will catch you on the next one.